weather coverage. Come on, Macho. What's up, everybody? Lummy here. We were going to do a sports show, but this big time hurricane, tropical storm, whatever you want to call it, has been kind of messing those plans up. I wanted to pop on why I had to wait. We have one of our sponsors, Aquabito, coming by and dropping off some stuff, and his ETA is 11 o'clock, and Rhett had to go pick up some dog medicine because the vet is closing tomorrow, which is probably at this point now Friday, and I guess he's gonna have to get some sandbags, so he's jumping on that. I guess his vet's closing early, so the sports show was canceled, and the hundreds and hundreds, thousands of people that were waiting to hear Rhett's and my take and hear the great picks that we probably did, and hear about how the Broncos just barely got by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday. Unfortunately, you're going to have to miss that and wait for next week because there will not be a sports show today. 813-90 Bubba, because of this Hurricane Helena. Hurricane Helena that is spinning in the Gulf, just sitting right over Cancun and Merida on the Yucatan, has been messing up our week plans that we've had, and Rhett's gone. Macho's freaking out back there. He's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. We can mention the FanDuel Fantasy. That is correct. If you're not in, which I believe at this point, I don't know how many spots are left in the 100-person FanDuel Bubba Army lineup. But it doesn't look like, as the last time I checked, there was a lot of spots, and we are down to 7. So there's 93 of 100, $10. Go on our Twitter, our Facebook, our Instagram. You go on Instagram stories, click on the link. There's 7 spots available for the Bubba Army FanDuel League. We are talking to them about doing a partnership. And it looks like first place, if you get in, it's obviously going to be $270. Second place, $180. Third place, $90. Fourth place, $72. Fifth and sixth place, $54. And seventh, eighth, and ninth, along with the 10th place person, will get $45. So sign up, 7 spots left. Hopefully this gets FanDuel's attention. We can get that going and get it over 100 people from here on out. And as Bubba said, he is planning on, once again, this whole entire, of course, this storm, which we're watching here on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Oh, it looks like it's off the coast of Mexico now with Wednesday. Wednesday at 10 o'clock p.m., it's off the coast of Mexico. So this thing has definitely slowed down. Started making a westward track. I don't know about looks like Orlando might be clear, so Bubba might still be okay to hit up the traffic. And it does not look like a rainmaker for us here in Tampa. So I was kind of nervous that I was going to cancel the plans for Bubba to meet up with Dion, which I think will be great content. And how did group of lips? Nick the Gun Guy finished last, so calm down there, buddy. But I was looking forward to Bubba going over and seeing Dion, getting some good content for Colorado. I got a little nervous with the storm that it was gonna, cancel. I know a lot of the college football games, even though the storm may not even close, they move the game to like the next week or things like that. But I think it would be good for Bubba to get out there and see Dion and kind of do the practice and get some good content for us. We totted. Rhett had to, because they're closing his dog's pharmacy early, and he needs to get up to get the pills. So he's left there, and he's got to get some sandbags as he is also in a flood zone. So unfortunately, I'm waiting for our Aquabito guy to come by. He's gonna drop some water off, some advertisement stuff. So I'm here, and I figured why not get on and at least to tell you guys that there's no sports show, so you guys weren't waiting around thinking that we were being lazy. The weather is, as you can tell, when Seth was on the air today, he seems like he's a little nervous about it. He's in evacuation A, and I know that for a while there he was living in a spot in St. Pete that was not the best area for flooding. So I think he takes these pretty serious. I mean, he has a kid and a wife, and I know he's lived here for a while, but it's not probably the same as me growing up on the beach here in Florida and seeing every storm possible for the 40 years of my life that never really hit. And No Name Willie, yes, won Murray. Guatemala won the FanDuel. And let's just take our first call. I'm going to guess it's Berto Perez. Hello, 239.
Hey, Lumm, Mike from Naples.
Hey, what's up, excited Mike?
Hey, I figured I'd get tonight to make you some money since there's no show today. It sucks. But I will say it doesn't really matter because betting on the NFL is pointless right now because anything you think's going to happen, it seems like the opposite happens every week so far.
So you got the whole betting situation figured out with the NFL is what you're telling us.
No, not figured out. I'm sticking to baseball right now.
Well, you said it's a complete opposite. It's a complete opposite.
Yeah.
What? Because
I mean,
the point spread?
The 49ers were going to lose the last weekend, you know? Like, just anything that will go wrong goes wrong, and it's just like Oppositeville right now. So,
well, Mike, you know the good
on NFL, no thanks.
Mike, the positive thing that you have with the betting situation is it's called live betting, so you can the odds always change. And maybe you need to look at player props too, because certain players you think are going to get a TD, those are playing pretty well too.
Do you still have player props on Hard Rock? Because they took it off mine.
Well, maybe they.
I was killing it with player props.
It's because you figured it out.
That icon disappeared.
No, player props are always there underneath all the games. So if you just go right under, let's say that it was a Cincinnati Washington Commanders game, you go.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe I got to go to the game specifically, and they just moved it that way. Because I made like $900 one game, and then all of a sudden it was like, did they change it because I won? Like those little snipers?
Yes, Mike, you are on their radar, buddy.
Yeah, right.
Because you have figured it out.
Measly $900. Yeah, right.
When we go there today,
Lumm.
when we go there today at the Hard Rock for the Best of the Bay, I'll make sure we talk to them about your rigging of the gambling system.
I appreciate that, bud. I appreciate it.
Mike,
all right, stay safe, buddy.
You too, buddy. See ya. The great Mike from Naples. Happy Mike from Naples, who's dealing with this weather that probably won't even come close to Naples. So, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I think we're going to be good unless this storm takes a complete right turn into us at a Category 3. Because then at that point, we're all fucked. But I don't see it really making any headway. It looks like tropical watches and warnings are going to the Big Bend area from Anclote River to Indian Pass. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I was looking forward to it. A good sports show. Hear how we did on the picks. Talk about how Sam Darnold's looking like a superstar. Minnesota Vikings. The Dolphins need to get a different quarterback. Skyler's not the answer. Tua's out for who knows how long. They need to. People were saying don't get Russell Wilson. I was like, well, I think the Dolphins should get Russell Wilson, if anything. I mean, it's better than Skyler. I mean, Russell Wilson, he's better than Tim Boyle, the third option they have. I mean, at this point, let Tom Brady come down from the announcer booth. Let him fucking throw. I mean, what kind of story would that be? Tim Brady. Tim Boyle gives the ball up to Tom Brady. Let's see it. Right, Berto? 239?
Hey, what's up, Lummy? What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, how's it going, Hinstar? You all buckle down there? So you're a northerner that doesn't really understand how these, like the fear mongering of weather porn. Because you were texting me the other day
Listen,
about having your boat, tied up and shit.
it's all tied up, and we should be pretty good. I was more alarmed by the people at the gas station filling up their gas jugs while the jugs were inside the car.
That's fine. Do they have little kids in there?
No, they didn't, but I don't know. I just don't really seem like that was like the smartest idea. And they had this one guy had like a rag and he's like wiping away the gasoline as like, some of it comes out sometimes or whatever when you're filling those up. So I don't know. That was pretty eventful. And I took a trip to Walmart yesterday and that was really fun as well.
I got everyone's talking shit in chat about your gas jug comment.
My what?
Calling it a gas jug.
Oh, it was like a gas. What are they called? Gas jugs, those little red ones, right? Those like 3-4 gallons or whatever. What are they called?
Oh, a container?
It's a jug, though. It's a container. It's a jug. I mean, is there a difference?
A gallon jug? Maybe a can?
I don't know what they are.
How about a gas can?
You think I know what they are?
Was it a gas can?
Well, they're not gas cans because a can to me would be something that's like aluminum.
Oh, so you're breaking it down. So you're saying that these people, a jerry can. So you're saying that the people calling it cans are morons because it's now not a gas can.
No, don't bring that heat on me. Listen. I don't know
actually,
who's saying what, and I am. Nope. I don't want that smoke with chat. I don't want that.
So are you getting your gas jugs filled?
My jugs have been filled for about. Man, I'm going on 6 months now.
Well, XX Gaming said, $20 in my gas jug, please. I mean, do you have extra fuel loaded up? I mean, you being in the Fort Myers area?
I do. I have about 4 or 5 of them. I have the generator, and I already know how to hook that up. So, yeah, I'm good. I'm almost like not a paper tiger anymore.
That's great.
I might get some camo.
Oh, cool! That's awesome. I'm glad coming from the north, you've come down here and kind of adapted. But you're still one of those weather people that this whole big nothing burger of a storm is scaring you because it's.
Well, it's not. I mean, remember, I moved down here a while before, so this is about my 5th or 6th hurricane, maybe a little bit more than that. So no, I'm okay. But I just rather be over prepared than under prepared, especially with full jugs and all.
Yeah, but. Like Thomas here said, it's a pandemonium in Citrus County, which Citrus County, I can see that being a little different because you guys get a little more coastal flooding. But a guy down in like Fort Myers, Naples area, I don't see you guys.
I'm right on the water, man. If I sent a picture right now, if you wanted to share it, it's coming in, man. It's getting pretty high.
Is it getting high? So you're saying you're going to get flooded here pretty soon?
No. I'll get half of whatever Fort Myers Beach gets. So if it's like a 12-foot, not that it would be that, I'd get like 6 feet, maybe 5.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
And I'm about 7 feet above sea level, at my property. So, hey, can I talk about the Bucks?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, let's talk about the Bucks. Macho Man just hopes they don't close the damn gym down. But
oh, is it just you in there today?
Yes, it's just me.
Oh, got it. Hey,
but that's gone.
What's up with is the Tampa offense high risk, high reward? They just want to let Baker get the crap kicked out of them?
No, our offensive line, for some reason, they changed up the whole game plan. Once they got down quick, I feel like they just threw the whole the script away. Their defense, they're dealing with a lot of injuries. Offensive line, I felt like they didn't utilize the play action enough. They didn't try to go downfield enough. They weren't utilizing Mike Evans early on. I feel that the minute that the Broncos kicked him in the balls in the first 6 minutes, I feel like they just put up the white flag and said, we're not going to play today.
Yeah, I know Sean Payton's the coach of the Broncos. He won a Super Bowl and stuff, and he's got his team ready. But man, that first 5 minutes of the game, it was pretty shocking. I was like, dang, it's like that. And Bo Nixon ran in for a touchdown.
Yeah, it was pretty disappointing watching a team like the Denver Broncos just dink and dunk on the Bucs defense. But like I said, it was injury prone. Bo Nix, his 6-yard passes, they were pretty much, our defense did not utilize our blitz enough, I think, and it also, I feel like they didn't change the defensive scheme that they had after leaving the first drive or even the first quarter.
So with the Eagles coming in this weekend, literally the class of Raymond James Stadium is going to be lowered to a Philadelphian epic low level.
Listen, there were a lot of Denver.
There were more of the same this week.
Yeah, well, listen, there were a lot of Denver fans. I was actually surprised how many Denver fans there were in Tampa, and I was looking around and I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of. I didn't know this many people like Denver here in Tampa, but Philly travels well. Philly,
yes, they do.
I feel the Bucs match up better against Philly. I don't see it being the same way against Denver.
Is AJ Brown questionable, or have they talked about that?
I haven't looked. I've been looking more at the stupid weather, the hurricane porn. But let me see, AJ Brown. I mean, because that is pretty. I think if AJ Brown's down, DJ Brown is a fantasy. He's a Bubba fan. If he's not going to play, I think that really helps out the Bucs. Let's see right now.
But with our running defense though, with Barkley, I mean, clearly he's not the best catcher of the football, as you could see from a couple weeks ago. But
Philly's
to me, I'm like, he could do some damage.
Philly's 2.5 point favorite. So
right.
They're thinking of the Phillies about 6 points. 6 points better than the Bucs now. Over and under 44.5. I kind of like that over and under. The 3 points, I mean, I would, you tease it up to 3. I kind of, in my opinion, at 3. I think the Bucs are going to win. If anything, I like it a little higher than a 3 maybe. I don't see anything on AJ Brown though.
If Mayfield gets hit or lit like he has the past 2 games, and this starts becoming a trend, do you get alarmed by now, or
no? We're not. Listen, we're not. We're not the Panthers, okay? He's questionable. His status is questionable. AJ Brown is, he's questionable. So, no, you don't get alert. You don't freak out. It was 1 game. It could be 2 games. I think they need to have quick passes. I think, and we've seen it before with the Bucs. They were sending Evans deep. They were sending different receivers deep and not giving Baker a shorter passing options. If the only shorter pass options that he was giving were the running backs, and the Bucs the Broncos were expecting that at the time. I think you need to be, get your tight end utilized more. I think you need to have Godwin and Evans doing, quick, just quick slants, some crossing patterns, something just to get some quick passes out for Baker to keep his ass off the ground.
That's what I was wondering if you thought, or when I was seeing, it looked like he was holding on to the ball too long. But then I'm like, well, maybe that's just kind of the play calling, and he's waiting for Evans.
Yeah, he was sitting there waiting for the play to develop, and unfortunately at that point, all the plays that they were going being down 7-0. I felt like they were trying to hit quick. Then they were 3 and out for the Bucs, and once that happened, then the Broncos drove back down. I think they got a field goal. It was 10-0. And then I feel like the Bucs, for some reason, then said, "Oh, fuck it, let's try to do a big splash and get that confidence back." But whatever.
Got it.
Like, it's 1 week. Listen,
and then
there's only one team that's been perfect, and the leader there, Mercury Morris, died over the weekend, so I don't have to deal with that fucking bullshit anymore. 16 and they'll probably still do the champagne, but everyone loses. Some more than most.
And my last question is going to be: how do you feel the football's been this year? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, overall in the NFL, I kind of feel like it's been like a 5 or a 6. I don't know. I feel like something's missing this year. I don't know if I'm saying it properly or not, but I don't know. It hasn't really been too thrilling.
I think certain teams are utilizing the first couple weeks to get in gear to almost like I keep saying about Kelsey. Like Kelsey he's almost doing a Gronk, and I feel like there's some other players that are kind of do that. No, they're not trying too hard. They're kind of just they don't want to get injured, or because you also have the injury bug that seems like it's taking some of the big players down, but kind of coasting through, saving the energy because the Chiefs know that they're going to be in the playoffs. And you want that playoff run. And Kelsey, and this is my opinion, obviously, call me stupid, but Kelsey probably is like, look, week 5 or 6, I'll turn it on. Let the other guys kind of get a little banged up a little bit, show different coverages to the defense. So, in week 8 or 9, they're looking back at a tape from week 3 or 4, and, Kelsey's doing this pattern, and, they got the coverage here, and this guy's in, and they're like, hey, we got to cover Ray Rice, or whatever his name is, Rice a little bit better. And, you're just showing them different things right now. I mean, I could be wrong, but they're watching film so much now that if you're showing something in the first 6 games of the year and your guy now he was running at, let's say, 90%, now he's at 95%, and you're throwing out different looks and different things that they haven't seen, almost like you're saving it, who knows? Right now, your boy in Minnesota is looking like a superstar as it is. So,
hey, listen, Baker's looking good. Well, Baker's been having a rough couple weeks, but Darnold's looking good.
Couple weeks, he had one bad. Hold on, listen, you fucking snowflake. He had one bad week. Just because Grouper left Baker.
Yeah, but he's been on his ass for the past 2 weeks.
Okay, but they won against the Lions. Just because Grouper is busy sucking Bo Nix off and the Broncos because they got one lucky game. Geez. Okay, the Bucks, but the Bucks struggled.
Sacks? How do you have a half sack? How do you have 4.5 sacks? Why isn't that just 5?
Because it's a half a sack. Because there was someone else. There was someone else that also helped you get the sack. It's not
like an assist.
That's why. Get it. Well, that's an assist. Yeah, just like a tackle. You can have 7.5 tackles. You can have, there's a half a tackle.
Why don't they do like 3/4 or 1/8 or something? What stops them from that?
Because that's too much fucking math for football, and then you got to start counting the players that were in there. Instead, it's easier just give them half a sack.
Well, I gotta go and fill up some more jugs.
Get on your gas jugs, okay, buddy?
All right.
Goodbye, Hinstar.
Protect the jugs. Bye, guys.
See ya. 413.
Lummy, it's Joe the Supermarket.
Hello, Joe the Supermarket. How are you doing?
Wonderful. I just had a question.
Yes, sir.
I know you did that wrestling gimmick about a week and a half ago. Are we going to ever see that footage from the cage?
Yeah, Rhett was working on it. Realistically, I didn't really do much on the outside because I had my gimpy arm. I know. But yeah, I'll talk to Rhett about getting up the full match. I kind of wish they would have done more stuff inside the ring, but I think they were tight on time, and also it was hot as fuck in there. So, but
yeah,
they're
better
gonna
off
bring it
you
up.
did it for your hand. But do you got anything scheduled? Did they ask you back for another date?
Yeah, I think October sometime. I don't know. I don't know the exact date yet, but October, November sometime.
I've been following the promotion on Instagram, and I'm telling you, their production quality is actually really good. A lot of their talent looks really incredible. So you're in a good place, man.
Well, I appreciate it, Joe. Well, thank you.
Awesome. Well, have a great day. Thank you
too,
for
man.
doing something in the midst of nothing. And when the Aquabito gets there.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Joe. And yeah, hopefully Aquabita here shows up. But God bless. 610.
Lummy, Neil Mount Pleasure.
Hey, Neil. Thank you for sending in your headshots.
You know what? I apologize, man. I effed up the damn ring thing because they were talking about it. Was my bad. I sent the email to Erica that I apologize. It's on me. I'll get a ring next year. But this has been a crazy year losing my dad. My mind has been. Some days are in different spaces, so I'm sorry about that. I'm just make sure that you got that. So
I got it.
Go, Pack, go!
Yeah, your Packers, man. They looked. I don't know. I see the game because I was at a game, but I mean, the Packers pulled one out. Did you watch the game? I think we lost Neil. I even did the big Packers thing for him. Neil Malplaisir, newest Hall of Fame member, along with the other 11 besides Neil, 12 total. Put the Packer theme on for him to talk about Malik Willis. I mean, Bubba's ready to trade Malik Willis for a third-round pick. I mean, Malik's looking good in the system he's at. His arm strength is not there. You wish the best for the Liberty Flame alumni, but no, thank you, Berto Perez. I was looking to see if Neil was calling back, but it's all good. The unfortunately, listen, the ring thing. For some reason this year, a lot of people just kind of, I don't know. It seemed like it was harder to get information out of different people, and even people that have gotten rings before, kind of, I mean, I know everyone's busy, so hopefully everyone's just happy with the ring they got. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun at this year's Barb. It's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be better. I think every year that we do it, Bubba does it better. We get more things, and I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait. 813. I mean, 813.
Lummy, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello, Lummy.
Hello. Is this Rhett?
Hey, buddy, it's Rhett.
Hey, Rhett, are you getting your sandbags?
Yeah, I just left, actually, and I think I picked a really good time to get out here. I apologize for leaving you hanging
No,
today.
you're good. Listen, I had to wait for Aquabeto, Biggie 7375 blow pack bow. And I told Macho, I was like, look, I'm going to be here for 30 minutes. People are asking me if we're doing a sports show. I'm going to individually text them. Listen, we're going to be sitting here. I might as well jump on real quick, say, hey, look, we're not going to do a sports show because this damn hurricane is having a sweet time in the Gulf. Rhett's got to get to his dog, get your medicine.
Yeah, so I ran to Lithia first, and I got her meds. She's all good to go. But I was planning to call you live as soon as I saw you were doing hurricane coverage. I was out at Temple Terrace at the youth sports complex out there. They're going to be out there till 7 p.m. off of 301. If you have proof of residence and on your license you have, I believe, City of Temple Terrace, you can get up to 10 sandbags. But they're going to be out there till 7 o'clock. There were quite a few people when I got there, and everybody was basically taking their lunch break to go out there. So there were more people piling in when I got out there. So make sure if you need them, even if you don't need them, they are free. Can't hurt to have them. Stop a little bit of water from getting in your house. But, yeah, free sandbag handout stations, I think all over Hillsborough and Pinellas County. You just got to Google pretty much which one's closest to you, and then as long as you got your ID, you should be good to go for up to 10 bags.
Yeah, most of the parks have them. City of Tampa has them. Most of the counties have them. My buddy Pat usually runs those kind of things, but it looks like Aquabito is here. But, yeah, no, Grouper Lips keeps putting in here. We have to apologize to him, and I can tell him that he can suck a big fat Bronco cock. Well, I'm not going to apologize for a bullshit fucking. You got one game on us. All right,
yeah,
buddy?
we don't know that guy shit. You know why? Because he didn't even think his team was going to win last.
No shit. And even last year when I was picking the fucking Broncos for that 5-game winning streak, he's like, "You're so stupid for picking."
He get mad at you for picking the Broncos.
Yeah, exactly. And then now he's like, "Oh, guys, I expect an apology from you." Yeah, you know.
I know we're going to miss the Thursday night game, but if it's all right with Colton, I figured we could still make our NFL picks on Friday.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Do it real quick.
Well, we could do the Thursday night football game. Why don't you pick it here before my guest Acobedo comes in? Who's your Thursday pick?
Yeah, there we go.
Who's Rhett got?
There we go. We got Thursday night football tomorrow night. Remind me who's playing.
Well, let me get the spread too, because I like that way too.
Yeah.
Score, schedule.
You got to get the juicy numbers. You got to see where the Vegas money is.
Listen, you always got to.
People are thinking.
You got to study what Vegas is thinking. It's the Cowboys and the Giants. Oh, jeez, the Cowboys and the Giants. Danny Dimes. Whoo! At home, and the Cowboys travel to MetLife.
Well, how about Malik Neighbors? What do you have? 2 touchdowns last game. He kind of went off, right?
He sure did. Danny Dimes dropping dimes with Singleton too. Singletary.
Yeah, Dallas may be in a weird spot. I mean, it's a division game.
5.5
for Dallas,
points.
Thursday night football.
5.5 points.
5.5 points for what, Dallas?
Yes, and it's in New York, so whew, you go for it.
I will take Dallas.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Dallas too because Dallas.
Scout agrees. She's also going to take Dallas.
Dallas, the way they tried to come back against the Ravens was wow, and I think that momentum might take this into New York, even though New York does have their first win against the lonely Browns. I don't think Danny Dimes does it. I don't think he does it. So, but
yeah, big week for neighbors last week, but just smoke and mirrors, I guess.
Yep.
You think Danny Dimes will be out of? You think he'll be out of New York by the start of next season?
Yeah, I think they move on from Danny Dimes. I think Danny Dimes will probably be a backup somewhere next year. He'll probably
make a blockbuster trade
with the
a blockbuster trade and sign for Sam Darnold,
or with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and take Kyle Trask with them. So. All right, Rhett, I'm going to jump out of here and go meet our boys from Aquabito, the Aquabito Studios. And so I'm going to go get on that one. In group of lips. You can take that Broncos jersey and fucking and send it to where Babyface sent his jersey, buddy.
Well, tell him I said thank you for the water. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, man. See ya.
See it.
All right, everyone. I'm getting out of here. I got a guest. All right, I got Aquabito coming in, 561.
Hey, Lummy. Dave from West Palm.
Of course, Dave from West Palm.
Got two things for you. Number one, being a Ravens fan, I tell you what, yeah, it was a nail biter last week or Sunday, and I looked at the line. The line's 2.5, minus 2.5 Ravens. I actually thought it was going to be flipped to the Bills. I mean, I don't see how the Ravens are favored against the Bills, especially how they performed.
Is it in Baltimore?
Monday night. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's why.
Baltimore's favored by 2.5. I got to be honest, as a Ravens fan, if I was putting a lot of money on that, I wouldn't bet that. I mean, the Ravens could be 3-0. They really could be, but I don't necessarily know that I would put me on that spread. I don't know.
Yeah, it is it's a weird spread. I'm looking at it now, 2.5, 46.5 over. It's at Baltimore. Buffalo's been playing pretty well. Josh Allen. I mean, honestly, I'd bet Buffalo. I think that spreads.
If I was putting emotionally, obviously, I'm going to go for the Ravens. But man, if I was putting a ton of money on it, I don't know if I'd go for that. The other thing I wanted to ask you. So Kansas City has been getting a ton of good calls from the refs. I mean, there were some things that should be called that weren't. Let me ask you a question because I know you might have some connections with that
referee Fred.
NFL ref.
Yeah.
NFL ref. How easy or hard would it be for an NFL ref to take a bribe on the side and say, you know what? And make it incognito and say, you know what, I'm gonna and clean up by basically, getting paid off.
You said it was pretty hard because you got the team too. I mean, it's not like the head ref and all the refs when they come together, and if one ref sees something different, and then they review it after too. I mean, he would only have pretty much one game to make that.
Yeah, but the Ravens got a ton of penalties on stuff that probably shouldn't have been called.
Yeah, but they all get ranked, and their ranking is going to go down, and they'll start losing, and you may not start losing those jobs.
But that doesn't help. That doesn't help when the final score or the end of the game is Ravens lose them by a point or 2 points. I mean, at the end of the game. I mean, at the end of the day, there's the point spread. And if the refs have some sort of vested interest financially, and nobody knows about it, they can throw a flag here and there and not get caught by the NFL by a ticky-tack penalty. I mean, do you think that's even possible?
It's pretty hard because, I mean, a lot of things you can review now, too. So it's pretty hard. And now then you got the review guy that's going to overturn it. I mean, so the more rules that
Not if you throw it. Not if you throw a flag on a holding Not if you throw a flag on a holding penalty, they're not going to review that. Or if you throw a flag on somebody being offsides when they maybe really weren't, or they throw a flag on illegal formation, which really wasn't.
I think there is. Isn't there? I think they review on offsides now or encroachment. I believe.
I don't think so. Maybe you've got more knowledge than I do, but I don't think so. But
yeah, it's just something to review. I mean, yeah, offsides. I mean, but do you? I mean, you.
I'm just saying.
I mean, look. There's also, you know. I mean, yeah. If you're a ref,
if you as a referee have $10,000, you bet $10,000 in Vegas, or on one of these fan sites.
Listen, they make way. First off, they make way more than that, and you'd be stupid to get rid of that as the NFL as a referee,
dude,
unless you have a gambling addiction.
Lummy, I disagree. Most of these referees have second jobs.
They all have second jobs, and most of them are like they're not the garbage picker. They're not. They're making pretty comfortable.
They're working a 9 to 5, they're working a 9 to 5, and they get paid. Google how much refs get paid. I don't know how much refs get paid on the NFL. I'm sure they don't get paid much.
Let's see here. NFL ref salary is about $250,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I fucked up. Sorry. I'll let you go. Bye.
I mean, yeah, and a lot of them, depending on the experience, can $13,000 to $20,000 a game. So.
Well, I didn't know they got paid that much. I thought the refs got paid a lot less than that, because I'm like, why would you do a second job if you're getting paid $250,000?
No, fuck, if that's what I'm saying. Those guys, those are college guys, and then I mean, good luck refereeing a NCAA. Looking at it, I mean, why do the NFL? Why not just gamble on a Division II fucking UCA versus UNF game or some shit like that, and just clean up with like a $5,000 bet, and just do that every now and then.
No, I get it. But anyway, go Ravens, and later.
See ya. And I am out of here. Sorry I rambled on. My guys are here, Aquabeto. So I'm going to go grab that stuff, and I'm going to get out of here. And we will see you tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., bright and early. YouTube, Rumble, X, Twitch, Bubba Army HQ. And for all things Bubba Army merchandise, go to Bubba Army store, Bubba Army shop, BubbaArmyMerch.com. And we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning with all the stories from Greater Brooklyn. See ya!